what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walktown. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-24 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Compañeros, bienvenidos de vuelta. As it's exactly 26 minutes after 7 o'clock, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Mr. Robert Checky Usher to the set. Checky, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, pa.
¿Cómo estás?
Vaya, hasta ahorita. Muy bien, muchas gracias.
Ahorita, muy bien. Y bueno, cada día que tenemos buena salud, vida y buena salud, tenemos que agradecerle a nuestro Creador.
That's right, that's right. That's why we always say, Pat, we always pray for the sick people, you know, the poor people, the disabled people, and we always pray for them because, like, you know, the Lord has lent us another day. We have this next day for rejoice, so, you know, let's make the best of it, right?
Let's make the absolute best of it. And, pues, compañeros, ya es un día más. Today is Tuesday. It is not Monday, and a number of things have happened over the weekend.
Oh yes, one lot.
A number of things. You went all the way to Cayo to celebrate, to help them celebrate, to provide music and to help the Cayo people celebrate the inauguration of their new council.
That's right. That's
Am I right?
That's right.
How was that attended?
That was well attended, Emmanuel. I want to say good morning to Mrs. Emma Flowers. You know Miss Emma?
I don't think so.
Yesterday was Miss Emma's birthday. Ruth de la Fuente Ma. Yesterday,
okay.
Miss Emma's birthday, boy. Miss Emma celebrated her birthday yesterday, so I want to wish her all the best.
I do believe I saw a picture on Facebook, about that, yes.
Yeah, I usually greet her, you know, thoroughly, usually through the radio, but yesterday was holiday, so we take our time off yesterday. The radio was still on, but, you know, want to wish Miss Emma all the best. I talked to her last week. He said, my birthday, I'm on there, you know. I said, all right. I like, well, last week I go fishing. He said, I gone yes today. I tell him, catch anything. He said, yes, boy. I haul my line and I catch my fish and I go home and I clean and I take my time and I enjoy it. He said, I enjoy it more when I go fishing and I catch them. You know? You know what? It was a wonderful, wonderful time in San Ignacio. You know, before we go to San Ignacio, you know the Ruta Maya ended yesterday. And we'd like to congratulate the sheet Coop Metal.
Coop Sheet Metal.
Yeah, they came in first and Niche came in second.
I think that they have won a couple of times, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and also I'd like to commend 3 young guys in a canoe. One was 10, one was 14, and one was 16. And they came in the top 10, arriving in Belize City. That doesn't mean that overall they came in top 10 because there's different legs, right? And your hours count up from the different areas when they leave from San Ignacio to Banana Bank, then from Banana Bank to Doublehead Cabbage and those areas. The points are accumulated, you know. But yesterday they came in the top 10 in Belize City. That doesn't mean that they are second or third or what, right? But in the leg from Barrel Boom to Belize City, they came in third. One of them are 10, 14, and 16.
And that just begins to prove to you that when these people, to show you that when these people grow older, that they will be big names to deal with.
Right.
Because obviously at 10 to 14 and at that tender age, you haven't developed the muscle mass, the strength, you know. but you may have experience.
Yeah.
But the muscle mass and the body size will give you more
Yeah.
strength
Yeah.
as you go
It will
get
develop.
older, as you develop,
Yeah.
So those people, you have to look out for them.
Yeah.
You have to watch out for them.
Yes, and the Ruta Maya caused a lot of traffic on the road as well, Emmanuel, because I was coming from San Ignacio on Sunday night, and you could see that a lot of people from the west attended the Ruta Maya fair as well, because from Belmopan, around between 7 and 8 from Belmopan to Hattieville, the road was like packed with people. But I see now why some of these accidents happen. You always hear about Camalote and the different village between San Ignacio and Roaring Creek. So I was coming from San Ignacio to Belmopan, and right around Hattieville, I was about to approach a vehicle, right? But he almost stopped by the bump, so I had to overtake him. Pa, between that overtake, between myself and the other vehicle, 2 cycles passed right between us and jumped the bump. 2 cycles with 2 persons each on the cycles.
That is como si no aprendiéramos a veces, as if we haven't seen or heard accidents like these happen all the time. Respect the traffic laws and be courteous. But ¿qué le hacemos?
Yeah, the thing is that suppose I was not a responsible driver, as I always try to be, and I may decide to just cut back in my right lane. Because we depart and then jump the bump and then okay. If they drink or that's their usual practice, remember if that is your usual practice, it's not safe, it's not something for you to do, so tighten up yourself. Oh, and the people from San Ignacio send greetings to you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, they say they show up on the show all the time in San Ignacio, and they say, tell Mr. Martinez greetings from San Ignacio as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know that we do have a following in San Ignacio.
Yeah.
And muchas gracias. Un gran gusto saludarles en San Ignacio.
Yeah, but the inauguration of the newly elected Town Council of San Ignacio, Santa Elena, driven by Mayor Earl Trapp, was a real good one, Pa. They had a motorcade. They did it by the riverside. They had a motorcade, and they was escorted it into the grounds by lots of UDPs, supporters. Everybody have on a red shirt, and the mayor spoke, and as usual, they give them thanks. But I must say that Mrs. Bernadette Fernandez seems like she has a very strong support in San Ignacio.
But she always tops the polls, and I think she topped the polls again.
Yeah, she have a real strong support. When I call she up for she swearing in, I'm like, man, if the party just start.
She topped the polls. She normally tops the polls. In fact, she has been running as a councillor for many, many, many years, and I do believe that she has topped the polls all during those times.
Yeah.
I'd like to just quickly go into the
results.
To the results for San Ignacio, Santa Elena, official results. Let me see if I can just quickly pull it up.
Yeah, meantime you pull that up, and I will also like to say that the new mayor was sworn in, and he promised to continue bring the good work in San Ignacio, Santa Elena for the good people of that area. Of course, with the support of the government. The Prime Minister was the main speaker there, and the Prime Minister pledged that he will continue with his support for the twin towns of San Ignacio, Santa Elena, and for all the towns and cities in the country of Belize. So that is good news to hear. That is good news to hear. And then I heard something from the Prime Minister that I don't usually hear, but he was saying, I never get the message when me pass, but it's pertaining to some of the big medias in the country of Belize, and he called them out as well.
I can almost tell you what it's all about, because it has been an issue that, in fact, I mentioned it from the very day.
Yeah.
That I did not, was not in agreement with it, and a number of people were in agreement. The law quite clearly says, ladies and gentlemen, that no campaigning is supposed to be going on during that day. No, campaigning can be construed as any sort of discussion where you are leading that person to go vote a certain manner.
Yeah.
You know, and especially you don't have to use the words vote UDP or vote PUP.
Now the way how you slip in,
it's just the way you act, you so subtly slip it in, and you have pretty much influenced the way that person is going to vote. That was rampant.
It was wrong.
That was rampant. That was wrong. That is wrong. And I do believe that the media houses should take note of that, that people are watching. And a matter of fact, they have to be very careful of the kind of people you invite to your shows on election day.
And the reporters as well.
As a fact, we as a responsible company decided not to have a show today because obviously we are a political show. So, well, we were a political show at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let me just quickly tell you that. I think that I'd like to mention, I don't mind, I'm not care and I'm not afraid. Creme Television was doing it, and also Channel 5 Television was doing that.
And nobody ever tell you that, right? You hear it for yourself.
I heard it myself. Nobody tell me that. And they were doing it, they invited some people to come on the show, and they were talking about, and people are reacting to the crime situation,
right.
And people are this, and they're voting against the system, and so forth. That is wrong. You're leading the voter.
And they were saying also, Pa, why they believe people are reacting because of the slow turnout that was happening, and they were encouraging some people in some kind of way that they have some group where they tell people make them stay home to send a message. Some of the correspondents, when they do the report, they are interviewing most people from the opposition. I don't know what the lead host say from one of the show. Hey, remember we can't do campaigning on election day, but when this man don't run off or this woman don't run off, everything they left on it. That's why they have a student who cut it. And when they go the next one campaign, remember we can't campaign on election day. The next one.
But it's like the liars, the Roman incendiary say, I can tell you that you're a thief, but I won't tell you. You don't tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't tell me.
So it seems like the PM was not too happy with that.
Of course, and it's something that needs to be addressed as soon as possible. ¿Okay? Haciendo campaña política durante las elecciones no es permitido por ley. No es permitido por ley. Y entonces hemos estado viendo esta última elección. No recuerdo tantas las elecciones anteriores, pero esta última elección, las personas que tenían como invitados las agencias noticieras y las compañías de televisión en la ciudad de Belice estaban hablando, no diciendo claramente debes de votar por tal partido, pero estaban en una forma u otra influenciando el voto en la ciudad de Belice. Vamos a tomar esta llamada. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning, buenos días.
Check it.
Morning, sir. Tell me. Yeah, tell me, brother. Morning, tell me. Huh? Oh, yes, man. Yes. Yes, all right, good. Yeah, but Emmanuel, como estaba diciendo, no solo las personas que estaban en el estudio, the correspondents as well, with the type of interviews that they were doing, you know?
Well, I do have the information from the San Ignacio Town Council. The San Ignacio, let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that as a result of the municipal elections, the United Democratic Party won the majority of schools. I repeat, el partido UDP ganó la mayoría de los concilios en el país de Belice. Ganó lo doble que el PUP ganó. Es más, el UDP ganó en San Ignacio ganó en Benque, ganó en Belmopan, ganó en San Pedro, ganó en Dangriga, ganó en Punta Gorda.
But for the opposition, San Pedro is still in question. Make we
But
go to the result of that.
officially, no.
Well, there.
Officially, no. I'd like to clarify that. I'd like to clarify that the Elections and Boundaries has posted the official result.
Well, the legal advisor for the party said that that is not final.
When he could pray for Yanda.
And
But the official
they will
results,
challenge that. They
well,
are.
that is a challenge that they are posing, but the official results have been posted.
Because the Prime Minister said that in the press conference that the People's United Party representative in San Pedro signed off.
Signed up.
But according to the opposition, they didn't sign off.
Earl Trapp and Mayor of United Democratic Party received 4,642 votes. George Boyton, 44-42. Bernadette Fernandez, 47-32.
Wow.
The lady that you're talking about, she topped the polls. Shari Medina, 45-30. Vanessa Janine Neal, 44-64. Mark O.B. O'Brien, 45-74. Nick Singh, 42-43. And Marconi Matos from the PUP received 2,646 votes.
What's the difference between his vote and Earl Trapp vote?
About 2,000 votes.
What?
And in some cases, it goes up to 2,300, 2,000, about 2,200. Now the PUP, Javier Orlando Castellanos, 12. Soy La Palma, González Palma, 2980. Froilán Lemus, 30-2. Elio Pulido, 30-6. Arturo Smith, 3161, and Kevin Windsor, 3081. There was an independent, Lupita Oriano, Alva Oriano, Ferguson, 182 votes, and also Rudy Lewinsky Wade, 64 votes. So the United Democratic Party had an overwhelming victory in the San Ignacio Santa Elena Town Council elections, and we'd like to congratulate all of them. They were installed over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and they had a big bash. Now, that is the results of the San Ignacio Santa Elena Council. Now, in Belize City, and this is where we have, I got to know from, as a matter of fact, I have a copy of the letter.
Which
signed
letter?
by Mr. Bernard Wagner, where he says to all heads,
He's the elected mayor, right?
yes, he's the elected mayor, where he says that they need to have a transition team because the PUP won the city council elections in Belize City. It wasn't by a big majority. I want you to know that it was not by a big majority.
I think in the mayoral race it was like around 700 votes.
700 votes, considering that, well, in some cases, I think that there was a candidate who lost by much less, but let me pull it out. Let me pull it out.
That's for the Belize City, no?
This is for the Belize City Council.
Yeah,
yes.
but I wonder why is it that you need some kind of special transition team?
That's exactly the point.
That-
Why do you need a transition team?
They're not the elected people supposed to go in there and be sworn in and go in there and start to see what's happening before they need some kind transition? Why?
Yes, and the why, that's a big question everybody's asking. But the bigger question everybody asking, the bigger question is, why is it that the person who was in the name of Mr. Jose Coy,
He's a former mayor as well.
I'm sorry?
He's a former mayor and a former
Former
representative.
mayor and a former
Minister.
representative and minister, has been appointed as the head of the transition team. And he has also been appointed, I think, as best as I can understand, as the person in charge of CIMO.
Okay, that's a city emergency
That's a
management.
Central Emergency Management
Yeah.
Organization, and that's as best as I have learned.
So he
But
he
my
may get
question
appointed
is-
before the team are sworn in.
Well, I don't know if the team has been sworn in.
They
but
will
I
be
think
sworn in on Wednesday.
Transition, yes. Transition meaning moving from one to the other. Now, typically, I know that you go there and you assume the reins of the council. Now, I don't know why. Like I said, you need a transition team, and in the second place, why is it that Mr. Jose Koi, was put as the person who in charge of that transition team? Any ideas as to why?
I just to get the news for you, Pa, but I wonder why him.
Why him?
Yeah, we know that he's a accountant as well, no? And he was a former mayor of Belize City. Then he became a minister. So I don't really know why. Just because if he's a mayor, he might know the affairs of how the city council run. So probably that's why they choose him. But I don't really know why. But like I don't know why. The big question is why why you need a transition team, a smooth transition, because the councillors they're not in the council again. You know, Pa, remember I told you that Darrell Bradley, former mayor Darrell Bradley, hand over the responsibility to the administrator of the city council. So I don't see why they need any transition, because the other candidates from the United Democratic Party at last, they don't have nothing in the city council again, right? They already lost.
Well, I was browsing through Facebook yesterday, and I saw a number of comments against the appointment of Mr. Jose Koi as the head of the transition team, because they say Mr. Koi is already somebody who already has a bad reputation, because this is according to the Facebook page, that he's referred to as a lander hog, that he was referred to as a number of very, very condescending names. And the point is that they felt that that person should not be the head of the transition team. In other words, they had no respect for this man, and that they were completely up against it.
Did they say who appointed him?
I'm sorry?
Did they say who appointed him from the letter?
I think that if I can, I'm trying to pull up the letter that Mr. Wagner, the mayor, sent to the heads of department, where he was appointing the Mr. Koi as the head of the transition team. I do believe I have that.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I don't. I can't, but I will pull it up very, very shortly.
Yep.
But la pregunta es ¿por qué llevar a Joe Koi? ¿Por qué ponerlo como jefe del equipo de transición? Es más, de PUP a UDP en la ciudad de Belice. Porque, perdón, el PUP ganó por un margen pequeño la ciudad de Belice. Pequeña. ¿Ok? Y entonces, pues la pregunta del día es, bueno, ¿y qué? ¿Por qué Joe Koi? El anterior alcalde, anterior representante, pero una persona que también ha tenido un mal nombre, ¿ok? En términos hablando acerca de su reputación con tantos terrenos y tanto que se había abracado de gobierno. Estamos hablando de muchos terrenos que se había abracado él. Did you know that?
What's that?
About Mr. Joe Koi?
What?
What I'm just talking
land
about.
situation?
Uh-huh.
Yes. That was stink, man.
That may stink.
That may stink, yeah. That may stink over the place. I guess part of that contributed to his loss as well against them.
That's why he lost, because they used to refer to him as land hog.
I have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while buffering, so it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, might be just the music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for DigiNet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my DigiNet plan. Since switching over to BTL DigiNet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending each one to sign up for DigiNet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle, it will save you hugely.
Now available in San Pedro, Northside, Belize City, and Ladyville. Coming soon to Belmopan and Orange Walk.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town Tuka. We have a lot of the youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just a put up on another level.
A lot of youths can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG, in a whole.
I want to thank the government of Belize because then they look out for PG,
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos
It's for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize. This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work, he says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home to wash every bucket. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash we hand the pipe instead of nasty bucket like before. See, Daddy, life is better with water than life.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. You can whip it scream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in PG, Dano milk. Then love Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world, Dano.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Sugar City Morning Show.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Hoy es martes, el 13 de marzo, y son exactamente las 8:02. Un gran gusto saludarles. Aquí empezando esta semana haciendo con un análisis, viendo municipalidad por municipalidad los resultados de las últimas elecciones, ¿ok? Y hace ratos estuvimos hablando acerca de San Ignacio. San Ignacio fue uno de los municipios que se mantuvieron rojo, completamente rojo, y por un margen fuerte también, ¿ok? Y aquí quiero enviarles saludos y felicitaciones a todas las personas que lograron, de los candidatos que lograron ser victoriosos, también a todos en realidad. Porque déjame decirte algo, que para poner tu nombre y postularte como candidato para miembro de un concilio, no creas que es así mojo de pavo, por decir. En realidad tienes que tener un cierto valor para poder llegar a esto, porque tú sabes que cuando te metes en política, compañeros, te sacan todos tus trapitos. Y si es que hay algo en tu familia o algo tuyo, te van a sacar todo. Y si es que te mantienes limpio, entonces está muy bien. Si es que no tiene nada que decir, quizás hasta fabriquen algo de ti. You know
Yeah, that's true. They bring up something.
They bring up something about you. Así que yo quiero tomar tiempo para felicitar a todas las personas.
That discouraged a lot of people for running, you know.
Yes. UDP, PUP, BPP, todo cualquier partido que sea. También quiero hacer mención, ya que estoy hablando acerca de esto, que hemos estado escuchando que en San Pedro hay una situación bastante difícil porque los de un partido ya fueron declarados victoriosos, pero debido a un malentendido, el partido PUP está acusando al UDP o a la Elections and Boundaries de haber dado información incorrecta y de haberles robado la elección. Yo creo, compañeros, de que aquí simplemente se trata de que las personas que están en el lado azul no quieren darse como por vencidos. Ya se explicó y se explicó claramente por varias personas por qué es que sucedió lo que sucedió. Es más, the problem begins is that at 6 o'clock, when the returning officer, presiding officer, I don't know which one of them, goes then on and says, at 6 o'clock, these are the amount of people who had voted. But you know that at 6 o'clock, there are still people in the line.
Yep, usual.
You know what I mean? Even if it takes you up to 6:45, 6:30, those persons on the line will have to vote. The point is that as soon as 6 o'clock, if you are on the line, you are able to vote. And the report was given for up to 6 o'clock, those who had voted. So there were a number of people on the line who had not voted. So when the 6 o'clock report comes out and says so many people had voted, and then when the election results are pulled out and the people go like, ¿y cómo es que me dijeron de que a las 6 solo tantas personas habían votado?
Yeah.
How is it that we have more now? Pues sentido común.
But throughout the day, and only 6 o'clock report they have back. They have other reports that come in earlier in the day as well, right?
Yeah, but that's beside the point. The point is that they were doing on an hourly basis.
No,
but the point is 6 o'clock report.
Yeah, what I'm saying, they can't base for that okay because that report come in, that means it closed because they have other reports throughout the day as well. Just like when they have 6 o'clock report, right?
Yes, right. They have other reports. So the point is that it's just common sense, Chicky. That if that should have happened, is that the person should have given a last report saying, after all the votes have been cast, this is the amount of people who voted. We have this amount of percentage, so forth and so forth. But I was not listening to that particular report.
But if you look past some numbers, how this thing they come up to Emmanuel. All right, so after the polls done close, the returning officer, the presiding officer, whichever one, they say, okay, our 6 o'clock report is 5,000. When they reconcile, already they could see that it was more than 5,000 because that report was at 6 o'clock. But the gate was closed, but the polls never closed because they have people in the line already ready to vote, so you cannot take them out of the line. So why this issue never come up when they did the reconciliation? That because on that he showed that if it was 5,000 at 6 o'clock, may be more than 5,000, right?
Yes.
So why that issue never came up at that time? And you could figure out, okay, out of, let's say that 100 persons make the name more, so 5,100. How can you determine if then the other 100 people may they vote for you or they voted against you? How you see that?
Well, exactly the point.
But now that on the end, when time the result come out, now they say, hey, but this got more vote than the person may more ballots there so than the person announced at 6 o'clock. So why when I do the reconciliation, you never say it from that time? Why, you forgot everything would have been in your favor?
I'd like at this point to make reference to a posting by Mr. Alberto August, who is the chairman of the United Democratic Party, in response to the well, I think that it's really an assumption that Mr. Amon Corte is going to take the case to court.
Yes.
In San Pedro. Now, I don't know what Amon is basing himself on.
He says he have good grounds.
He says he has good grounds. I don't know what he's basing himself on. I, honest to God, don't know. If the case is as simple as this, then it should be dismissed. But if it goes further and deeper than that, yo no lo sé. But I'd like to just quickly tell you this. It says, Alberto says, is Amon Cordes simply seeking attention, or is he intent on wasting the court's time as he continues to look for any peg on which to hang his party's losing San Pedro court? One, they first attempted to get the public to believe that more votes were counted than the number of ballots reported to have been issued at the 6 p.m. close of the polls, which is exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
Okay? Okay. This was explained by the fact that the 6 p.m. report did not include those ballots cast after the 6 p.m. close of the polls, given that there were voters in the lines, resulting in the last voter casting the ballot at around 7 p.m. The elections officer gave no further report after the one issued at 6 p.m. When this was explained to the PUP, they dropped that one like hot potato. Then they turned to a second peg. So they dropped that one. So now we're going into a different issue. Okay? Let's see what the issue is about. They are saying that there are 275 ballots in this polling station that cannot be accounted for.
How much?
175 ballots in the CA polling station. In other words,
from C to A.
You get, no, not to A, CA. Kawich, Carballo, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here are the facts, and it's very easy to explain. The presiding officer, the person who sits at the table, okay, in this particular polling station, received 11 ballot books prior to the 7 o'clock opening of the polls. He received 11 books in the morning, okay? 4 books with 100 each comes up to 400 ballots. 4 books each with 50 comes up to 200 ballots. 3 books with 25 ballots comes up to 75 ballots. A total of 675 ballots. This is what the presiding officer received prior to the elections. In other words, this was what was handed to him. Toma, esto es para que tú des. Okay? 675 votes. On the reconciliation of ballot papers, which is the reconciliation, is what happens, I'm sorry, after the ballots have been, after the voting, then there is a reconciliation. In other words,
is that 100 or thousands? Because it can't be just 675 votes.
Yes, because it's only in one polling area.
Oh,
CA.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay.
CA.
Okay.
Just, CA. All right? Just CA. 675 ballots were given. After this, after all the persons have voted, then there is a reconciliation. In other words, so many votes have been issued, so many votes were spoiled, and then you know that all the rest, well, cannot be used, so those are drawn a line across or locked up or whatever it is that they're done with it. Okay?
So that happened in the presence of both parties?
Yes, that happens in the presence of both parties.
Representative, right?
Representatives, okay. On the reconciliation of ballot papers form, The PO, which is the presiding officer, recorded using only the 4 books containing 100 ballots to dispense 359 ballots, being all 100 from the first 3 books and 59 from the fourth book, which is, this is elementary. 359 out of the first 400. So I use 300, 3 of the books of 100 and 1 of a 59.
So shut up. So 41 from that book.
Never get used.
So
all
then,
right.
then the big X gone over then.
Okay. The PO therefore returned 41 unused ballots left inside the fourth book. 41. You understand me? Okay. And the 4 books, along with 275, these, with 4 out of 50 and 3 with 25, so 275, along with the 41, sat 6, 316 was what he, so it says, and the 3 books for a total sum of 316 unused ballots. Okay? 359 were used, 316 were unused, a total of 675. When the 316 unused ballots is added to the 359 issued ballots, we arrive at 675 ballots, being the original amount of blank ballots received by the PO prior to the 7 o'clock opening.
So it balance?
It balances perfectly. In the ballot box CA, the UDP mayoral candidate received 159 votes, and the PUP mayoral candidate received 181 votes. 1 and 9, 10, 9 and 5, 14, 340. And there were 19 mayoral rejected ballots. You add this on, 19, it comes up to 359. Everything balanced, you know. Being the exact amount of ballots issued. In an attempt to create mischief, this is according to Albert August, Eamon Courtney publicly announces discovery of 275 unaccounted ballots. Which unaccounted ballots? They have been accounted for. You understand me? These are 275 plus the 41 that were returned. This is total and utter nonsense. All he could have done was ask the chief elections officer to show him those unused ballots. I don't know if this is the content of the claim that Eamon Courtney is taking to court. I don't know. I know Eamon Courtney quite well. And I don't think that Eamon is going to take this to court.
Well, that is Alberto's version, right? Maybe Eamon got a different version.
Maybe it's a technicality.
Maybe. So in that case, though, the San Pedro duly elected council cannot be sworn in?
Man, if this is the official results, the elections officer is convinced. Maybe what they're going to do is to put an injunction as arising from the court case. But it's very clear to everybody that there is no theft, no robbery, no nothing. All the ballots are accounted for.
So according to Alberto's article, these are the only boxes in question?
This is the only box that is in question. 275 ballots. So the case is closed as far as I'm concerned. I don't know, like I said, because if this, common sense, if this is what Alberto is claiming that Eamon is going to take to court, it's a waste of time. Because it's very, very, very clear that, but like I said, Eamon never picked this up.
That's why I said maybe he have a different version.
Not a different version, but some technicality. But because the truth is the truth.
I stand to be corrected, Emmanuel, but I believe I heard, I'm not sure if the Eamon or the leader of the opposition said that San Pedro PUP didn't sign off on the final.
I don't know about that.
I believe I heard that.
Well, that would be a mistake by the returning officer or the whoever.
Because you said
because when you done your counting and the man says, "Tell us these are the results," I'll announce it. He invites both parties to come in and say, "This is it. This is it. This is it."
But suppose one of the party walk out and they don't sign.
Someone has to. I don't know what happens there, but someone should remain there to sign.
Well, I believe I heard that the People's United Party didn't sign off. That's why.
Well, if they didn't sign up, that's their problem. They just what you call. I don't know what the law says, mind you. Yeah. I don't know that because you didn't sign, that means that the election results aren't valid. Hell no, those election results are valid regardless if you signed or not.
Well, I think that's the point that that the People's United Party is basing on.
Mm-hmm.
That they never sign up. They never sign off on the legal. Okay, I accept it, and here I go.
But the results are the results.
Well,
but we leave that to the magistrate, and I'm sure that in his best judgment, if he reaches that, if in his best judgment he will say, "Tell you what, no waste my time, get out of my court."
Case closed.
Case closed.
All right. Well, we're here more on that, Emmanuel, but right now, as you rightly announces that the United Democratic Party won the majority of municipalities in this town council election last week, 7th of March 2018, no?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're moving into a new area now where this budget that was presented on Friday, it said in the news, the PM explained both parties signed at the end of the voting, so nothing can be done.
Both parties signed, see, from the Prime Minister himself.
That's what he mentioned at the press conference.
Then that means that the case is closed. You understand me?
Right.
So what's the big do? What's the big do about nothing? Okay? But for me, this case is closed. But you know, lawyers, they can tend to like get on with legalities and so forth. And I just would want or wouldn't like if this process is being delayed or questioned. Well, question you can, but the whole process is delayed because of a whim and fancy that the PUP has. Si perdiste. Nosotros aquí en Oregon perdimos. Ya se aceptó.
The business continue.
Sí, y otra cosa que te quiero decir es de que no voy a permitir que la política se entremeta con mis amistades y mis familiares. No porque tú eres PUP y yo soy UDP, o yo soy PUP y tú eres UDP, quiere decir que yo te voy a ir a salir a mentar toda la madre y bla, 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 bla. No.
It's not worth it.
No vale la pena. No vale la pena porque como digo como estábamos platicando ayer con unas personas de San Pedro, que hay ciertas personas en San Pedro que ni siquiera entre familiares se están hablando ahorita.
Yes, that's true that.
Que se están peleando porque uno es PUP, pero yo me pregunto, ¿vale la pena pelearse por algo tan sucio como es la política? ¿De verdad vale la pena todo esto? Yo quisiera hacer un comentario aquí. Y hice tantito estuve yo leyendo y estuve yo escribiendo ayer por la tarde. Y simplemente quiero compartir esto con ustedes. ¿Qué dice, compañeros? ¿Hasta qué punto es válido distanciarse de la familia o romper una amistad de años por algo tan puerco y sucio como la política. ¿Hasta dónde hemos madurado como personas, como para poder hacer silencio y permitir que la opinión de un ser querido prevalezca ante la nuestra? Cuando valoramos al amigo y al hermano como para no arriesgar aquel regalo tan bello que se llama amistad. ¿A qué se refiere esto? Nuestro propio egoísmo muchas veces dice, yo no le voy a permitir a fulanito de mi hermano aquí decirme de que yo hice un error, porque yo tengo el derecho de tener mi propia opinión, mi propio criterio. ¿Y quién es él para decirme que yo estoy mal? ¿Ok? ¿Seremos capaces de dejar a un lado nuestro derecho a defender nuestro criterio con la finalidad de que el amor fraterno y la amistad no resulten lastimadas? Estas, entre otras, deben ser preguntas que deberíamos hacernos antes de embarcarnos en discusiones estériles, es más, tontas, que pudieran poner en riesgo el tesoro de la amistad y la familia. Es muy cierto que tenemos, que también es cierto que no nos da derecho de lastimar ni ofender al hermano o al... Entonces, perdón, estoy apurándome aquí, de vital importancia estar absolutamente claro de que la política ni por todo el dinero del mundo vale la pena como para siquiera poner en el más mínimo riesgo a los amigos y a los familiares. Nuestra defensa a muerte debe ser preservar y defender a aquellos que tanto amamos. Así que, compañeros, no arriesguemos algo tan hermoso como la amistad o la familia por algo tan sucio como la política. Esto nació luego de un poco de análisis de lo que está sucediendo en San Pedro. Que se están peleando uno contra el otro porque hasta ciertas personas no se llaman y hasta cierto punto en otros lugares también, que por la política se dejan llevar. Bueno, y digo, ¿y qué es esto? ¿Por qué yo he de dejar de hablarte a ti porque tú eres PUP? ¿O porque tú eres el otro? ¿Ah? ¿O que te dé derecho a ti mentarme todo a mí porque yo soy contrario a lo que tú piensas? Ponte a pensarlo, compañeros. Ponte a pensarlo. ¿Qué derecho es? Ninguno. No hay ninguno. Yo tengo mi opinión, tú tienes tu opinión.
That's your right.
Y eso es tu derecho. ¿Ok? Mientras tú respetas la mía, yo respeto la tuya, no hay bronca. Pero valoremos lo que es importante, sobre todo para nosotros, nuestros familiares, nuestras amistades que tanto queremos. Vale la pena poner en peligro toda esa familiaridad o esa amistad simplemente porque tú quieres imponer tu forma de ser sobre tus otras personas? No, no vale la pena. Y lo que aquí es lo que se llama eso, es una falta de respeto. Falta de respeto. Yo respeto quien sea. Si tú eres PUP, eres BPP, eres del partido azul, amarillo, rojo, lo que sea, yo te voy a respetar. Pero también quiero que tú me respetes. Y mientras que podamos vivir en respeto a ambos, entonces podemos vivir en armonía. Pero si tú quieres imponer tu forma de pensar sobre la mía o yo sobre la tuya, ahí es cuando empiezan. Siempre Siempre hago referencia, compañeros, a una frase que he aprendido y que he tratado de vivir según esta ley. Y se dice, hoy tengo dos opciones. Hoy tengo la opción de tener la razón, según yo. Yo tengo la razón, según yo, y de imponer ese tipo de pensamiento sobre ti. O tengo la opción de tener la paz y callar mi boca. ¿Cuál eliges tú?
Aquí tenemos un texto. Es en español.
Buenos días, don Martínez. Hay algo que me molesta con los PUP, como el hijo de Musak dijo que no quiere nada de barro, ahora ahora quiere que le den dinero para trabajar. ¿Para trabajar? Ah. Pues me parece que este joven tiene las mismas características de muchas personas del que estamos hablando ahorita. Me parece que es bastante arrogante y soberbio ese hombre. Pero, eso es mi opinión.
Yeah, but on that note, let's take another
Ya,
break.
vamos a una pausa, compañeros. Ojalá esta reflexión nos haya hecho pensar tantito, porque al final del día no queremos broncas entre familias y amistades. No por la política vamos a romper amistades.
And
Vamos
it's
a esa
happening.
pausa.
It's happening.
Vamos a esa pausa.
Girls, be quiet. Just give me a minute.
Hey, Miss Michelle. Kids giving you trouble again?
Yes, they're making me crazy. Plus, the internet isn't working.
I know what you mean. We had internet issues too. Then we signed up for DigiNet. Best decision ever.
DigiNet?
Yep. It's VTL's new fiber optic internet for your home that they are rolling out countrywide. Now, it's just awesome internet all the time. Plus, my parents have the ultimate bundle, which comes with a free mobile postpaid plan and a free unlimited home phone.
Did you say free?
Yes, I did. And for a businessman like you, you can bundle and get 6 gigabytes free mobile data every month. My dad loves it because it saves him a lot of money.
Save?
Yep. Plan starts at $69, so you can stop stealing Miss Michelle's Wi-Fi now.
Not true, miss. Not true, miss.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid. Head over to VTL and see for yourself.
Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea, or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Hallover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Hi, my name is Michael Tios. I'm a Diginet customer. My internet experience is wonderful. My children go to school, they're in high school, and the demands of them having to surf to do homework, also doing their games. There's no buffering when you're watching movies on Netflix likewise too. And when 5 of us are actually on, I no longer have the problem of having to be waiting for that eternal circle to while the buffering. So it's been excellent. For myself, now when I have to do proposals, I have to download large files. I also, on a daily basis, maybe just the music while I'm doing my work likewise too. Prior to sign up for Diginet, I had a 2 meg internet. I took on the 10 meg package, which is for $99. Also offers me free mobile data and talk. For an additional $25, I bundle my home phone onto my Diginet plan. Since switching over to BTL Diginet services, I've been able to head to my bed much more earlier. I no longer have to wait up late at night, waiting till I can actually have the amount of bandwidth to do my work. I'm recommending each one to sign up for Diginet services. And also, if you have a home phone, to add on the bundle. It will save you hugely.
Now available in San Pedro, Northside, Belize City, and Ladyville. Coming soon to Belmopan and Orange Walk.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son las 8:40. Es más, las 9 menos 20 minutos aquí con Chequi. Y estamos haciendo un reporte, un análisis en realidad, acerca de los resultados de las elecciones en distintos municipios. Estamos hablando del altercado que existe en San Pedro en relación a lo que son los resultados, que el PUP no se ha dado en San Pedro, y entiendo que hay todavía una situación así muy abrasiva cuando siguen mentándose uno entre el otro, con el otro, y piensa el PUP que ellos ganaron y está acusándole al UDP de haberle robado las elecciones. Pero esto, compañeros, es simplemente el fruto de nuestro propio egoísmo, que no queremos darnos por vencidos, no queremos aceptar la verdad cuando nos ganaron, y aunque muchas veces eso duele, tenemos que aceptarlo. Vamos a tomar esta llamada. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días.
Mr. Manuel, ¿y por qué ellos no dicen que ellos roban acá en Orange Rock también?
¿Por qué? ¿Tú sabes de que ellos robaron? Cuéntame.
¿Cuántas cosas no han vendido acá en Belice? Solo por Dimbaro nosotros tenemos todo otra vuelta. Tenemos BTL, tenemos todo, gracias a Dios a Dimbaro, tenemos todo. Y los UDP no se deben de vencer, tienen que seguir adelante. Y sabe que también los UDP tienen que poner su puesto, su pie en la tierra, que ellos sí pueden hacerlo. Pero si se dan de vencidos, no lo pueden hacer.
Ok, muy bien, gracias por ese comentario.
Y una cosa también, ¿sabe que los en commercial de mexicanos, todas esas violaciones que están haciendo, en la cárcel tienen que acabar? Esa cosita que le hicieron a esa pobre niña no tiene pecado. Esa necesita una maldición, que lo hicieran y que le violen a él igual como se siente. ¿Cómo se va a sentir? Ahorita que están dando en Facebook, violaron una niña de 4 años, violaron otras niñas. ¿Qué es eso? No hay tantas mujeres en el mundo que pueden ir a buscar. Violando a unos pobres niños que inocentes, que no tienen culpa, no saben nada de este mundo. Muchas gracias, don Manuel.
Gracias a ti, gracias a ti. Y dijiste toda una verdad, niña. Dijiste toda una verdad cuando, perdón que te llamé niña, pero te quiero decir de que hasta muchas veces me quedo sin palabras para poder empezar a platicar acerca de ese crimen tan, esa ese tipo de actividad que no tiene palabras, no encuentro las palabras para poder describir. Bueno, yo hago la pregunta, pero ¿qué tipo de persona hace ese tipo de acción? Chequi?
Just yesterday, Emmanuel police was called to an area around to an area in the Palmar vicinity where they found a young boy. I think it was about 15 or 16 years old.
15-year-old, yes.
Yeah, you know, dead. They say assumption is that he hung himself. That's what they're saying, but we don't know if that's so. But what happened with a Smiley picnic, this 17-year-old child that Belize City, man, that is really unacceptable. Then they find out one of the next man down the south when they say it's the girl gonna catch one taxi and this man carry her to an unknown area and rape the girl. You know, and we hear about a lot of things when they happen.
Pero en vez, yo creo, ya voy a veces uno se restringe y se limita estando aquí frente a cámaras y frente a todo esto. Pero, y consciente del hecho de que uno tiene que estar muy, muy, muy cuidadoso de lo que dice. Pero yo voy a abrir y voy a decir cómo yo me siento al respecto. La pregunta es qué tipo de persona hace este tipo de cosa, haría este tipo de cosa. Ciertas personas lo primero que te dicen ha de ser que estuvo borracho o drogado para haber hecho esto. Es posible.
Pero puede decir, Manuel.
Vamos a tomarla. Morning Show, buenos días.
¿Sabe quién hace eso? Los enfermos, que no tienen mujeres, que quieren mujeres y no lo buscan en la calle. Eso es lo que pasa. Y ya le estoy respondiendo su pregunta, don Manuel, que los enfermos lo hacen.
Ok, muy bien, gracias. Muy bien. Casi llegaba yo a ese punto. ¿Qué tipo de persona hace esto? Yo me atrevo a decir de que, bueno, voy a continuar con la presentación. ¿Será que son personas que no están bien de la cabeza? ¿Son enfermos mentales? Vamos a considerar los tres. ¿O será que quizás son personas que son inherentemente malos? ¿Qué son? ¿Qué tipo de persona hace esto? ¿Okay? Pero desafortunadamente no apuntamos el dedo, a eso quiero llegar, apuntamos el dedo a que la policía no hace esto y que la policía no hace el otro y que el gobierno no hace esto y que el gobierno hace el otro. ¿Ah? Que el gobierno es culpable de todo. Pues déjame decirte algo. En vez de estar apuntando el dedo a la policía, al gobierno, empecemos a darnos cuenta en nosotros mismos, en nuestra comunidad. En nuestra comunidad. Porque, compañeros, esos problemas son un reflejo del tipo de vida que estamos viviendo ahora. Cuando ya nos despojamos de nuestras inhibiciones, cuando ya por la proliferación de tanta cosa que ves en televisión y en internet, nos anima lo crudo, la naturaleza cruda dentro de nuestro espíritu para hacer este tipo de cosas. Yo no entiendo. No entiendo. Pues claro que puedes estar bajo la influencia, pero al mismo tiempo, para ir a tratar de hacerle amor a una niña de 18 años, habiendo tantas mujeres ahí fuera, eso es la mente de una persona que realmente está enferma en la cabeza. Es lo único que puedo decir. Es lo único que puedo decir, compañeros. Y ese tipo de persona que está caminando frente a ti y contigo y que no te das cuenta que tiene ese tipo de pensamiento en su cabeza. Así que la policía no puede estar en tu casa vigilando a este tipo de persona? ¿Tiene esto para poder curar nuestra sociedad de este tipo de cosas? Simplemente nos tenemos que hablar más como una familia, sentarnos a platicar más, llegar a conocernos mejor y no le estar apuntando el dedo, porque entre nosotros podemos corregir esas situaciones. Sugar City Morning Show.
Manuel,
Dime.
soy otra vuelta.
Ándale.
Son las policías que dejan los desgraciados afuera del camino, no les encierran y no les ponen su castigo como se debe. Eso se va a la chingada, que les cierren y que los violen igualito como violan a unas niñas de 18 o 4 años. Eso quieren esos cabrones, para que sientan lo que es violación.
Gracias.
Okay, gracias.
Sí, y bueno, yo estoy de acuerdo con ese tipo de... No estoy de acuerdo con el comentario completamente, pero estoy de acuerdo con el hecho de que la policía hasta cierto punto, en un segundo grado, pudiera estar animando a ese tipo de personas por, no solo a ellos, pero a todos los criminales, porque no hemos visto que, no hemos estado viendo que la justicia se esté llevando a cabo en su totalidad. Mira cuánta gente mata y mata y mata, o cuánta gente está robando ya, que me extraña escuchar en la corte cuando dicen que el individuo ya robó 17 veces. Bueno, me pregunto, bueno, ¿qué diablos hace fuera de la calle, en la calle él, habiendo robado 17 veces? ¿Qué pasó con nuestro sistema legal? Ese bendito juez o magistrado no tiene un versículo ahí que le dice la ley que ya luego de 5 o 6 veces que lo debe mandar a la cárcel para toda la vida, o algo así. ¿Cómo es posible? Buen día. Referente a los criminales, está en el gobierno y la policía no permiten abogado para que los defienda, y todo lo que pasó de la ley caiga sobre ellos y nosotros como... ¿Pudieras tú articular tu comentario un poquito más, por favor? Porque así como está, no se entiende muy bien. ¿Ok? Te quiero decir de que aquí yo siento bastante fuerte acerca de este tipo de cosas, porque, puchica, me dolería que alguien vaya a tocar a uno de mis familiares y algo así por el estilo, ¿no? Ser víctima de esos pobrecitos o pobrecitas que no tienen capacidad de defenderse. ¿Ok? ¿Ya me entiendes, Chequi?
Yeah, that's right. That's true because the police, they don't got... Anyway, go ahead, Pablo.
Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días.
Say if you could please call back again because you got
Hello.
supplying.
Hello, buenos días.
Okay, good.
Buenos días. Habla más fuerte.
Yo solo quería dar un comentario del que tienen los policías, así es el gobierno corrupto que está ahorita, el UDP.
Si vas a llamar, llama con sentido, por favor. Por favor. No me insultas a mí, pero te insultas tú mismo, porque suenas tonto diciendo ese tipo de cosas.
What happens on the street out there, so Emmanuel, I got some of these people, I don't call them crazy, but they're mentally challenged, no? And they're on the street out there, and anytime the people could lose their head and just grab onto somebody and hurt somebody, you know. But then, I don't think you would just go arrest them person and take them off of the street. You understand? So, I believe that there is not much that the police can do when it comes to these regulations, no? So when I say, okay, the police left there and do that, but you just can't just go arrest them like that if they haven't done anything wrong to somebody. I don't know.
It's not a matter of having done anything wrong. It's just a matter, in my mind, that you should always be looking out for these people and taking them someplace that is better than where they're at.
That's right.
In other words, if they are going through hell out in the streets, go take them to some home. I don't know where. you know,
there must
that
be
is designed for people like them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, because out there, so it's not designed for them.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they're out there.
And they are out there. Believe me. Believe me. They are out there.
Yeah, you see, you remember like when the late Delmo was out there? Delmo was friend with everybody. Delmo never harmed nobody. Everybody see Delmo they pass and heal. Delmo never do nobody anything. They have other people out there, they don't do nobody anything, but you don't know when they strike. You don't know when they want to attack. And when they attack, you say, oh, but he crazy, and you don't know what they do. But when the fire light, they not running at the fire, because you know the fire and burn. Burn as they reach close to the fire, just like the people when they molest the leap, they what they saw. They said they're crazy and this but if they go to the fire and burn them, so they're going to the fire. So if the laws are strict, they know what me do the mess with this, because if they carry me there, yeah, be just like if I go in that fire will burn. So I don't want to reach close to this, so I stay off. I mean the one with the case with the little girl from Moscow, that person was charged for attempted murder and some aggravation. But what happened is I'm not sure if he was charged before the baby died or after. Because he wasn't charged for murder when he was taken to court. And maybe, I understand the baby never passed away as yet. So he have to come back to court. So see if those charges will be levied upon him as well. You know? But then, I understand what they when it come to the witnesses. How a forensic thing stand? They could say, okay, if he bring a print up and illegal, but then he minor. It's tough, you know, pa? That's a tough situation with the INA.
Al final del día, yo te digo que estos no son los mejores tiempos para nosotros.
But why is it that when these things happen, the government of the day is always the one to get blamed for these things?
Because it's our human nature to pinpoint and at somebody else and blame it. Igual como cualquier cosa. Siempre te he dicho, y quizás te estarás pensando que ya sueno como pinche disco rayado diciéndoles acerca de nosotros mismos, nuestro egoísmo. Pero nuestro egoísmo es lo que causa problemas en este mundo. Cuando lo expones. Mira, la naturaleza humana y por nuestro raíz de nuestro propio egoísmo, decimos, yo no tengo la culpa. Eres tú que tienes la culpa. Porque tú hiciste esto, y porque tú hiciste el otro, y porque tú fuiste el último, y porque tú... Igualmente, cuando haces que es culpa del otro, que es culpa del gobierno, que es culpa de Dean Barrow, que es culpa... Es simplemente nuestra naturaleza humana para decir esto. Por más tonto que sea el comentario, siempre te puedo decir de que es una reacción humana. Eso está estudiado y escrito. En vez de que nosotros, que somos los cómplices de los partidarios, porque al final no nos damos cuenta de que cuando al final del día cerramos nuestros ojos o aceptamos dinero para ir a votar, ¿ok? O cuando sabemos de que algo está mal, pero no abres tu boca. Eso es corrupción también, compañero. Eso es, compañero. Eso es.
I will read this one. I hope the message not come. I hope the attack not come back to the messenger, because I'm one of the messenger. But you see, like me last by Panades, but me no blame nobody.
You last? Oh yes.
Me Panades. I just assume you mean Morris.
I wonder when the Panades gone, no boy. Christ. You can't blame me because me this is alright. Talk to me.
Bye. I got something good for you for the Easter. Don't worry.
Talk to me.
I got a good package for the Easter. But Pa, listen to this one. I guess some representative need to listen to things like this. He said, I am from Shaibe, Corozal, and Hugo Pat will be the next if he don't fix the San Andres Road, because we are the persons to take him out, just like how we put him in. Just like how we put in Rigo Veos. Things is just prelude to what's coming if the UDP don't tighten up, and they go for Pablo as well, they say tighten up and please look after our people.
Pues el mensaje más grande que se le ha dado aquí en el norte al UDP es justamente eso. Cuida a tu gente, trata bien a tu gente, no los hagas de menos. Eso es el mensaje más grande que se ha dado. Ese es el mensaje más grande que se ha dado. ¿Ok? Compañeros, pero continúa, Chequi. ¿Tienes algún otro mensaje?
No, I don't got no message. But what happened is, Emmanuel, we never really get much of the meat of the budget presentation on Friday.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that because that need one lot, you know. Like in Belize City, Emmanuel, I personally believe that some of the representatives from Belize due for hear some of this here time text like this because they get complacent. Watch where the representative from Port de Loyola come out. He laugh up Friday when he take he say, I glad that the people win and this somebody that in a area and so they not have to, like they say, not come to me for nothing. I going out when my boss come out, I going. So what happened between now and then? Right? Do you understand where I'm coming from, my brother, or you don't?
Of course.
All right, so we need to look after the people, man. Not because you win handsomely all the time. You see, you have to separate this thing, Emmanuel, make it not only be cabinet and government as usual. It don't have to be only government as usual. It have to be your people as well. I know you have to govern. You have to do what the country calls for. But you have to deal with your people.
Yo quiero terminar con un comentario que, extrañamente, compañeros, voy a elaborar tantito lo que mismo Said Musa dijo. El Said Musa habló acerca del cinicismo de la gente. Habló en las noticias el jueves de que la gente ya se ha vuelto cínica. ¿Qué quiere decir cínica? Pues déjame poner esto y explicar tantito aquí. La gente hoy en día está aceptando más dinero por su voto que jamás nunca. A eso se refería. ¿Ok? A eso se refería cuando ellos ven cuánto se ha gastado en desarrollo. Ellos ven cuánto se ha gastado en desarrollo, ¿ok? Pero ponen a un lado ese desarrollo porque piensan en toda su mente de que tales personas se han logrado quedar ricos por este tipo de arreglo. Y piensan que y yo solo escarbando hoyo, ahí me tienen. ¿Okay? Así que dame un poco lo que yo merezco. Dame un poco lo que yo debo de conseguir también. Eso es cinicismo.
I talked to a voter. He said, "Well, I know the charge for make I vote, you know. But if they get the next one, I forget mines too. but nothing is there for you, so here I say you get mines." I mean, like that city, people voted against all the infrastructure and all of the development.
Because they were paid money to do so.
Because
very simply, they were paid money to do so. The PUP paid money left, right, and center. Y a mí me vale, pero la gente recibió amplia cantidad de dinero en bolsas. Sí, y a ti me refiero, a tú que me estás escuchando, recibiste mucho dinero por tu propio voto. Y eso y es algo que nosotros vamos a estar como una sociedad bajando y bajando, ¿ok? Porque ya vamos a perder los principios y valores de poder ir a votar sin miedo de nada. Pero cuando te compran,
So,
cuando te compran tu voto, es cuando entonces ya tú no vales nada. Te están comprando tu silencio.
You don't get paid already. So, you see, Manuel, all them big infrastructure what happened at the city, and so people that never believe that Belize City may going down that way. But the 100 or a 200 or a 300 that value to you more than the great infrastructure where your community they get.
You only see as far as your nose.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that person told me. They only see as far as their nose. Sugar City Morning Show, buenos días.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. The PUP could have win because they buy a lot of votes. And make them check too because they may give out a lot of driver's license. The road is used for not even have driver's license. So they have to check that because we have a lot of accidents now. Only so Kevin could have win.
Thank you very much. It's a known fact that he was going to give out like a driver's license left, right, and bloody center.
Yes. A lot of youth get driver's license, and we have proof of that too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know about 3 people who got licenses.
Yeah, well, we know about more. That's why you win. Only like that
I know of people whose property taxes were cancelled, and this was in hundreds of dollars. Hundreds.
Watch much people they line up that smart, collecting $300.
And I have a copy of that photo too.
Yes. Usually we the UDP. So that take out everything and show it to the public message. Only like that they could have win.
Fácilmente, nuestra gente.
No, I hope they work now and do everything when they promise and they manifesto.
Yes, I agree.
Because we see when people were putting in and take down tax.
Thank you. See.
And we still win. We proud ourselves because we still win this district. All the way down the street.
Thank you.
All the way.
I agree with you. Me da una... Si es ganamos 6 es cierto, pero si es que perdimos aquí, con la magnitud con que perdimos aquí, quiere decir una cosa, que aquí hubo compra de voto en esa misma magnitud. Así que una gran cantidad de gente vendieron su voto, compañeros. Vendieron su voto. Y les entiendo personas que consiguieron hasta $300 por su voto. Y esto no sucedió el mismo día. Esto, de lo que entiendo, sucedió días antes. Los iban a visitar y les pagaron desde muy antemano para que... Compañeros, tú sabes por qué recibiste el dinero. Tú sabes por qué hiciste esto. Pero, y ahorita estarás alegre. Pero los $300 ya se va a terminar, si no es que ya se ha terminado. ¿Okay? Si no es que no se ha terminado. No quiero que me cantes ninguna canción. Pero le quiero decir una cosa, que la cosa es que no solo tú sales sufrido, sino todo el pueblo sale sufrido.
I was singing a song for you, boy. Back me up, though. They play in land, yes, they play in land, they play in land. When they play in land, they play in land. Who land they play? Back me up, man. Back me up with a leave with him, man.
I am no musician.
But that time for go, bro.
Yes, that time we had.
Yeah.
Son, compañeros, es un gran gusto haber estado con ustedes. Quiero decirles que este programa repite por la noche a las 9. Y este programa también estaremos de vuelta con ustedes mañana miércoles a la misma hora, a las 7 de la mañana, compañeros. Pasen un excelente día. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
I'm Robert Checky Usher. I would like to inform many people that usually view their programs on television that the time has changed. I think it dropped, it come lower now, so the novella come on earlier or later. All right, so the novella will be on shortly, so stay tuned to North Television Channel 10. The show is all day on YouTube, so we have to go back to other people to wait for the novella. It's good that, Channel 10 could reach in at the areas where the people don't really have the cable, so they could see the novellas and other programs as well, right? So on that note, we will see you so long, and this show repeat at 9 o'clock.
Cuídense, compañeros, hasta luego, nos vemos.
City Morning Show.